Hi, I'm Zach. On this channel, we bring you the best tools to get the job done as a professional contractor. On today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Klein 10-in-1 screwdriver. A few months ago, I did a similar video on a Milwaukee screwdriver that is also a multi-function screwdriver that also has a few other features such as a ratcheting mechanism and a few electrical accessories. As we gloss over the Milwaukee screwdriver real quickly, it has numbers 1 and 2 Phillips, has 2 different sizes of flat blade screwdriver, 3 different size square drive, and maybe one of the handiest features of the whole tool is that the tips are each full length removable and they fit into an impact gun really nicely. So you kind of have that versatility of not having to have a separate set of long tip driver bits for your impact gun. Let's look at the Klein a little more closely. So, as we take that center barrel out, and then we'll look at the handle real quick. Some of the newer ones are, I think, an 11-in-1, and there is a 3/8 hex drive in here. This one is an older model, does not have that. The tips come out of the end, and of course we have a 5/16 driver there, and we have a 1/4-inch driver there. Each of these smaller bits has 2 tips, 1 on each end, and so that gives us 8 total individual tips to work with. We have square drives 1 and 2, T10 and T15 Torx, Phillips 1 and 2, and 3/16 and 1/4-inch flat blade screwdrivers. Those are really going to be the most popular ones out there. As we compare these side to side, these 2 drivers, we'll see that the circumference is quite a bit smaller on the Klein, but it's still plenty big to get a hold of and get a good grip on. I find the smaller size of the Klein to be a little bit less intrusive, a little bit more convenient when you're taking it in and out of a tool bag or storing it on your belt. Also, as we look at the length of these side by side, the Klein is going to be a lot shorter, primarily due to the fact that the Milwaukee has these long tips in it. One more kind of notable feature between the two is that the Klein has their rubber dipped, or rather rubber encased plastic handles that are not advertised as being insulated, but practically speaking they do function that way. It's the same handle that most of their screwdrivers have on them. However, when I look at the Milwaukee, I would not trust it to be insulated. I would not want to touch a live wire with that. I'm not sure it would hold up and keep me from getting shocked. So let's look at maybe where these screwdrivers each have their place in your different tool bags. I find the Milwaukee to be a little handier on maybe more of a heavy construction application, whereas the Klein shines more in a more intricate electrical connection type setting. The shorter length and the smaller tips that I think interchange a little bit more quickly, as well as those 2 small Torx bits, can be pretty handy when you're working on wiring up a control panel or maybe working on low voltage applications that can have some of those smaller screws. And overall, it's just a little more controllable being in the compact form. The interchangeability of these long driver bits, however, on the Milwaukee can be really handy for those heavy job site construction applications. Also, the fact that it has a number 3 square drive is something that can be, again, handy when you're driving screws. It's nice that this can act as a storage bit for those driver bits that you use in your impact guns, and you don't have to carry around a separate set if it's not something you use very often. Hopefully that gives you an idea of which driver is best for your needs, and maybe neither of these are, maybe you can find another one, but hopefully that's been helpful. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what your favorite tools are when it comes to house repair and maintenance. We'll see you next time.